And we are rolling up and down the fingers. And the palm. And the pads of the piggy. And thumb. Down to the wrist. Cross the knuckles. And let's grab the ball with one hand and squeeze. And then the other. Back to the first. And one more time on the other. And it being Monday, let's just go around the back. And switch, 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 and switch. And hinging at the waist through the legs. Switch, switch. And the ball on the ground. That's how the feet feel. Step on the ball right in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, pressing on each. Roll across the knuckles. And bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. And release, reset. And let's try the other foot. Pressing down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Cross the knuckles. Wiggle. Press. Separate. Press. Wiggle. And screw. Three, two, one. Release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And let's do some good mornings. And then shake the tree. Three, two, one, center and twist at the waist, swinging the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, stepping out to gather in starlight. And centering, gathering from the other side. And centering. Let's take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then tap the opposite heel. And then tap it behind you. And then cross step with a twist and a punch. And then just walk or march or jog. The Gill Big Three. No. Not the big gills. We're doing the back push 4 today. Yes, yeah. And lots of squats in that. So I'm gonna sprint. But you can do whatever you want. Look at what you're doing, as long as it's safe. Get some rolling in the after class. Gotta get going at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And 20. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up overhead and reach up. On your toes if you can. Come on down, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. Then the other. Center and lower to the chest, pushing out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back, and raise the hands, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Go a little higher. And come on down and shrug. And then roll the shoulder blades back. And forward. Turn the arms and rotate. Go the other way. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bring one arm across the chest. Push in. At or above the elbow. And the other. Bring the arms into a W and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release and squeeze. And release and squeeze. And release. One arm behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And then come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Bring your hand over your head, cup your ear, look up, look out of the corner of your eyes. Chin is up. And then bring the chin down to your collarbone and look out of the corner of your eyes towards the floor. Come on back to center and we'll go the other way. And now down to the chin. And back to center, tuck in the chin and back. Like a pigeon. And let's do a side lunge. We'll go the other way. Yeah, come on up and grab the GymStick. Going to start with some dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then the other. Bring it up overhead, back and forth. And then down to the waist, lifting at the waist. And then bring it down to just above the knees behind. Bring your hands around front between your legs, hinging at the waist. Pull up. And then bring the stick around front in the middle. Hands out or near the top, step back, hinge at the waist, stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up, bring the stick across the body. With one hand, the other hand comes underneath the armpit. You hinge at the waist and tug gently on the shoulder. And then bring the stick across the other way, same thing. Stretching that rear shoulder. And then bring the stick to the side of one foot, press out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom while you hinge at the waist. And go to the other side and repeat. And then bring the stick in front against the collarbone Front one foot comes out, slide down the stick, lift the sole of the foot off the floor and wiggle it back and forth if you can. Lower you go with your hands, the more of a stretch, but keep your spine neutral. Head back. And come on up, and we'll do it to the other leg. Come on up, press the sole of the first foot against the stick. Then the other. And come on down, bring one foot forward, bend at the knee. Back leg, you're on the ball of your feet as you come down to stretch the hip flexors. Reverse the position of the legs. Come on up. Grab one leg by the ankle, shin, or toes. Stretch the quads. Then the other. And then we're going to bring the first foot in front. Press the knee towards the back as you hinge slightly at the waist. Stretching the glutes. Come on up. Get to the other foot. Same thing. And come on up. Hold the stick in front with two hands, one hand, or a finger or two up on your toes for the count of 15. And then back on your heels for 15. And come on down and put the stick down. And if you're gonna carry anything in your hands doing the there it is. Back push, grab them. Could be water bottles, could be weights, could be nothing, whatever suits your fancy today. 4 moves. First is a squat, hand raise, around the clock, either outside or in, and the press. We're going to move the squat around, but we're going to start with it. Do 10, pick up speed on each one. Here we go. 1, 2, and 10, 3 rounds. Take a breath. And some lateral raises. Front raises. And that's 10. Nice big breath. Around the clock. And a breath. Presses. And come on down, take a couple of breaths. We're going to start with the raises. Front raises. And then do the squats. And then around the clock. And press. Ready? Here we go. A little bit faster. Squats. Around the clock. Go through the middle. And presses. All right, we got 2 rounds in. Couple of breaths. Last round squats moves into number 3. And here we go. And 10. All right. Perfect. Put those weights down, have some recovery breaths. So this week, we're going to do the 4-7-8 recovery breath, incorporating some of the things that we've been doing in the last couple of weeks, which is doing the ocean sound breathing, both on the inhale through the nose and the exhale. So you want to make that sound out of the top of your throat if you can. And 4-7-8 is an inhale of 4 through the nose, a hold for the count of 7, and an exhale through the nose, or if you need to through the mouth, then you can go or make a sound through the mouth if that's what you feel like doing for the count of 8. We're going to do 5 rounds. And here we go. And then rub those hands together to cultivate chi. Feel that energy form as the friction. And then on that chi ball. And center. 2 big deep breaths. And let us open our hearts. Pause on this inhale. Exhale. Send it out. And center. And bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. And
Thanks, Tom.
hey, Mira, you're welcome. Take care.
You too.
Thanks, Tom.
Nina, take care. Bye-bye. Bill,
Right, ciao.
bye. Gonna do some rolling, Richard, if you want. Grab a ball. And I'm gonna go to the wall in the back. Which camera do I want? This one. Going to put the ball right underneath the neck on the trapezius there. And roll around till I find something tender And then I'm just gonna lean into it. I want to do it against the wall, the door, I think, yeah. And I'm rolling a little bit as I'm pressing. Got a nice tight spot there. Aye. And then I'm going to move it over to the rear deltoid. And do the same. Right behind the shoulder. On the top of the arm there. Actually. Just leaning in. And then I'm going to go down to the left side of the spine, right in the middle of the back. On the side, and I'm just gonna move up and down with my knees till I find that tender spot. Or the most tender spot. And I'm gonna lean into that. And I'll roll a little bit more. Come up, and then I'm gonna repeat everything on the other side, starting on the trapezius, upper trapezius. On the right side for me. Rolling around, looking for a tender spot, finding it and leaning into it. And then moving over to the rear deltoid on that side. And then the erector spinae. Next to the spine, right in the middle of the back. Place it right to the side of the spine and then move up and down till you find that tender spot again. And when you do, lean into it. Three, two, one, and release. All right, I'm gonna grab a roller and I'll meet you on the floor. Just gonna continue on the back. Placing the roller in the middle of the rib cage. Either crossing your arms on your chest or bringing them behind your head and rolling down to the bottom of the rib cage and back to the middle. And then stopping in the middle and going up to just above the shoulders there, below the neck. Back to the middle and up. Three, two, and one, and then just come over to the side. Put the roller sort of under your armpit and roll up and down the sides to about the middle of the rib cage. And three, two, one, and then we get the other side. And three, two, one, and that's it for me.